Changes in the sky are often easy to discern. Rolling clouds and weather indications easily draw our attention upward. Less noticeable are the correspondent changes taking place below the Earth's surface. Today's creature lives its life in synchronicity with the patterns of the weather.
Hi, I'm Miguel Caldera, and this is the Ornate Box Turtle. This species lives under the ground most of the year, but as the rains fall and the ground becomes moist, these little creatures come out to feed and to breed. As you can see, this is a very cute little creature, very timid. And you know why they're called a box turtle? Because the hinge of their shell on the underside, which is called the plastron, actually has a hinge. Right along here, you can see the hinge, and that allows both the front and the back to completely close off, just like a little box.
The box turtle is well equipped for burrowing. Tough leg scales, long claws, and a hard shell provide for excavation and escape.
Now, when these little guys aren't moving, they can be particularly difficult to find because they blend into their surroundings just like a rock. Once it starts moving, however, you know the difference. And you can see their shell has various little segments on it, which breaks up its shape, kind of like the ground is broken up into various little rock segments. Their carapace has a similar broken up shape. The pattern, the color is similar to the ground. From high above, if you were a hawk, you might mistake it for just a rock.
These curious creatures are slow-moving and very watchful, stopping often to assess their surroundings.
Now, the dimorphism of these turtles is pretty neat. All that means is telling the difference between male and female. This one here is a female, and there's a couple of easy ways to tell. The ornate box turtle male has bright red eyes. And as you can see on this lovely lady, they're this yellowish, kind of hazel color, and not this definite bright red. That indicates that this is a female. Secondly, if you look back here, there's this tiny little tail. See that little tail sticking out? Again, that tells me this is a female. If it was a male, that tail would be much longer and a little bit fatter. These creatures will eat bugs, worms, grubs, vegetation. Here in the Southwest, one of their favorite things to eat is the cactus pads off of prickly pear. They also particularly enjoy the little red fruit. Now, I wish I had one here nearby, because then we can see if it would eat a little bit here. They're skittish animals, kind of leery. If you walk up on them, their first reaction is to do just that: tuck in, hide, close their plastron against the carapace, and just wait. As they continue to assess the situation, they'll bring their head out and say, okay, is this dangerous? Is it not? And then they'll try to make their escape as quickly as they possibly can, which isn't very fast. Hi.
A large millipede would make a great snack. I imagine, to the turtle, it must be like a cream-filled churro. And she won't allow any portion of it to escape.
Now, the box turtle has tons of predators, particularly when they're young, when they're hatchlings, when they're just a few months old. Pretty much everything is going to predate on this thing. Raccoons, badgers, coyotes, skunks, birds of various sorts, whether they're ravens or hawks or just pretty much everything you can think of. Herons will eat these when they're little. When they get a little bit bigger like this, they don't have so much of a problem. Birds will still eat them. Coyotes will still try to claw at them and get through this shell. But it's particularly when the turtle is young that it is vulnerable. Once it gets a little bit older like this one, like I said, the larger predators will still try to eat it, but not as much. Raccoons, badgers won't be able to get into it, particularly because it has the ability to close itself completely in the shell. It's much more protected. Another cool little fact about these guys. Hi there. How are you? Huh? You like to be rubbed on your head? That's cool. Another cool fact about these guys is that they can live for anywhere between 50 to 100 years. That is a very long lifespan, comparable to that of a human. Just completely amazing for an animal that lives out in the wild. All right, I'll let you go. I'll let you go. Where are you gonna go though? You gonna run off? Now, the box turtle is a reptile, and as a reptile, it depends on the sun's heat to warm it up and give it the energy necessary to go throughout the day. After a rain, these little creatures can often be seen on the roadside warming in the sun, particularly in the morning and also in the evening. And that is a very dangerous place for a turtle to be. And often as they begin to cross the road, they see this approaching vehicle and they'll come into their shell just like that, and they end up being run over. So if you ever see one, just go ahead and help it across the road if there's no traffic. Of course, you want safety to be first. But a lot of these little creatures lose their lives on the roadside as they're trying to warm in the sun.
Why did the turtle cross the road? The answer is simple. To bask on the other side.
The Ornate Box Turtle. Until next time, I'm Miguel Caldera. Get out and enjoy your hunt for nature.
Living in a fast-paced world may seem to portray the box turtle's pace as obsolete. But perhaps its patience is needed now more than ever. A proverb states, "A wrathful man stirs up strife, but he who is slow to anger puts contention to rest."